Alright, y'all, this time we doing things a little bit different, right? Y'all got my family, my folks sitting in front of y'all blessing us here at the Hella Ish podcast. You feel me? Go ahead and introduce yourselves, gentlemen. Let the people know who they are watching.
Dubb20. You feel me?
You feel me? I'm DDre motherfucking giant.
You feel me, though?
Feel me?
Yes, sir. So these is my brothers for sure. I done met them in the entertainment business, you know what I'm saying? And we just kind of click like glue and always was around each other for sure. I know y'all definitely are still doing the music. Like, tell us a little bit of what you guys got going on right now.
Well, you know, we never stop working, man. This mob shit don't stop, so we gonna always do this, you know what I'm saying? Like Dre said, 18 making rap till I'm 80, though. You feel me? Inshallah, I'll live that long. So, you know, we definitely cooking, man. What I'm in the midst of doing, though, right now is I'm just putting out everything that I've been had kind of like just sitting, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting it all out of there. I'm getting the old catalog, all the shit out of there.
Okay.
We got some shit coming for you.
Yeah.
You know how we do.
DJ, what about you? What you got going on?
Same thing, you know.
Yeah.
I got an album finna drop next week.
Oh, okay. Plug it in. What's it called?
It's called Beachburg, Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? It's Beachburg and Friends. You feel me? So it's where I was born, where I grew up at. And I went back, tapped back in with the old fellas. Grouped it up, tapped back in with the fellas over here.
Yeah.
Put it together and we got some good music out of it.
Oh, that's what's up. What platforms are you going to have it on for them?
It's going to be on Empire's, just distribute through Empire.
Okay.
So it's up there.
All right. Look, I have my
little town y'all out there. That little town y'all in, I'm coming, man.
Right. If y'all need to see, you feel me, one of the two or both, and go ahead and just, you know, reach out. We'll let you know where they're at.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
You know that.
So look, y'all threw me off. I had my questions, but look, now you brought up Empire, so y'all know I'm about to ask y'all the controversial shit that's going on.
I ain't hear about it.
Does Empire got life insurance policies out on y'all?
Yeah, I gotta find this out. I got my own. I gotta check this out.
I just want to know how somebody put a life insurance on you without you.
So you can have. So let me let you know just a little bit, right? So you definitely can get a life insurance policy out on somebody. Where the issue comes into play is when it comes to cash it out.
Yeah.
Because the people that can go legally to get death certificates for you are parents, right? Grandparents, siblings, right? So the only thing is you either have to have, I think, like I'm pretty sure that there's a clause for business. I'm working on that. That's going to be another episode, okay? You're going to have to tune into that
Something to where it's covering their end.
Yeah, it's something to where they are able to actually be the beneficiary of the policy. You understand what I'm saying? Because when a regular person passes away, you have to have access to that death certificate. But we just told you the only people that can get the death certificate. So you know you got some boyfriends and girlfriends that have life insurance policies. Well, if you ain't cool with mama and daddy and they can't give you the death certificate, you can't cash in on that either. You feel me?
Girlfriend, why in the hell would we have life insurance and policy?
Right.
Yeah, like, yeah, baby, I can't do it. You just my girlfriend. I can't. Ain't no life
you know these girlfriends be thinking they wives and they still girlfriends. You already know how that goes. Like, cut it out.
They, you know.
Yeah, but honestly, you know, I used to see it kind of like, what are you up to?
Right.
But what I'll say on the flip side of that, for you as the men, if you have a woman in your life that does that also, then that also shows you how deep they care for you as well, right?
Is that?
Because there's different intentions though. So I'm talking like, this is a blanket answer, okay? Now I ain't talking about the probably about the 9%. You know what I'm saying?
Not the exceptions.
Because I feel like with any conversation, there's always the gray areas, right? The level of perception can be seen from so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But I feel like it's one of the two, right? It's more so like what you up to, or
as far as it's what you up to, or you really got,
or you really looking out for me. Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm into. You know how I'm getting.
For me, it's like how fast is we talking about life insurance?
No, definitely.
Like, you know what I mean? Like we can't be.
We a weekend.
A week and you start bringing that up. I'm like, who sent you?
We a weekend and I got 2 baby daddies and 3 of them died already.
Right.
No,
who sent you? She like, so you know what I mean? Life insurance should definitely be something you definitely need it.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like if it's for real and it matters, you definitely need that because You don't want to be out here getting caught. You don't need that burden on your family.
No, like I don't want my family doing fish fries and GoFundMe's and you know what I'm saying, like
kids, like you know what I'm saying, like you definitely need something, like you need security.
Yeah,
for your family. You know what I mean? And if it's insurance or life insurance, or if that's what it is.
However it is, setting up your royalties, you know, setting up your information.
Definitely.
Especially with, you know, us being in this rap stuff too, right? Or just in the entertainment industry altogether, you learn a lot as well.
Right.
We've all experienced a lot of deaths, right? In personal and also in music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know that the biggest issue that I've ran into with my loved ones that have passed that were doing some form of entertainment is the family comes in with no understanding of the entertainment side, and they think they're picking up all this cash and these royalties and all this. You feel me? And it's like, for one, we're all in a vulnerable place, right? Because we're all mourning. You know what I'm saying? And what I've noticed is, usually when someone passes away, there's always a priority of who's more important to mourn. And it's like, no, we all love these individuals our own way, right? And then it gets touchy because, you know, we all know entertainment family, we don't see our family until we're done.
Right.
So we know kind of what's going on behind the scenes. Whereas, you know, when we have to bring the family into it, they are expecting X, Y, and Z. And it's hard to explain to a family that it's like, hey, they made their money off of shows. They made their money off of verses. They made, you know what I'm saying?
They got
you can't explain that.
Most definitely.
Don't want to hear that.
No, they don't.
They money over what?
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Most
so
definitely.
That's why it's on you.
You gotta put your ducks in a row. Most definitely. Most definitely.
You definitely gotta have it in order.
Yeah, most definitely.
These days and times and how the world is.
Yeah.
It's serious.
Yeah,
it's serious out here, man.
And it's really sad too how people take advantage of those type of situations, right? It's either the family or it's the so-called loved ones that come around, right? Because what happens, especially when you have someone who is gone that was an entertainer, the family doesn't know who these people are.
No.
So all it takes is for, it could be a fan, right? We've dealt with that too. All it takes is for them to show them a little bit of love, and they feel like, oh no, I love them. They love they didn't even know who they were. You know what I'm saying? But once again, who are we to overstep those boundaries, right? You know, who are we to take that from them? You know, we've lost a lot of people. There's been times that I had to sit back, and y'all know how boisterous I am.
It's a slippery slope.
You get what I'm saying? And you have to understand that you're dealing with a family that, you know what I'm saying, they saw your person in a different type of a light, right? But also we know how hard we work as independent artists. So the grinding to press up the flyers, your artwork, all of that, right? All of us help each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're like one oiled machine.
Swear.
So it's kind of like when you come in and just try to swoop in and take royalties and do all that, it's like, hold on, you know, we all help build this.
We understand that.
It's not even for me, it's not even I need mine. It's more so like, don't discredit the ones who really built this. You know what I'm saying?
That always happens.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying?
Always happens.
And I've watched it happen so many times. I'm starting to really learn how to just kind of reserve myself. You know what I'm saying?
Our independent shit out here in Northern Cali, the Bay. A lot of relationships is built on respect and
most
love.
Definitely.
You feel me?
Yes.
Not on straight.
None of us get there by ourselves.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
I wasn't made by myself.
Yeah.
My nigga wasn't either.
Most definitely.
Many hours, many roles, many spots, many back doors opening. Who at the door? Oh, go let them in. Them my niggas.
Period.
It's been many nights of that shit.
Yeah.
To get to this point to where we at now.
Exactly.
So don't change that shit up now to like, oh, that's just him. No, nigga, I'm a boy. I'm a nigga that was in the you feel me, in the beginning. So, and I'm still here with it. So
most definitely.
You just gotta respect that.
That's it.
Niggas don't respect nothing. That's why the shit is where it's at.
And that's the thing about it, right? Yeah. I feel like, I say this all the time, is I had more fun back in 04, 05, 06.
Certainly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was really, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, that's when it was fun, because I felt like there was no big me, little U's. No. We were all willing to put in, you know what I'm saying? Everybody understood positions, right? So we all understood, okay, if we ain't the nig right now, we up next.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We knew it was a plan.
being that time, 2003, 2004, like up in there, because 2004 was fucked up.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
we're gonna leave that one out. We're gonna jump.
We gonna leave 2003. You know what I'm saying? 2004 was hard for us.
Right.
But all that time, like we wasn't concerned about that. We was really concerned about like being dope. You feel me? Like
that's
doing
it.
good shit and getting some money.
That's
you
it.
feel me? Like
Yep.
that's all we was concerned about. We wasn't concerned
Hell
about
yeah.
Wait for Rod, because you got Jack Hustle. You know, you gotta wait your turn to get to that. I'm down at the bench, but I'm
because it wasn't no social media.
So we wasn't tripping.
Well, we had what, MySpace.
I mean,
you had AOL. We had the old school shit.
Like, yeah. People, you can still meet a motherfucker in the streets. Like now, you can't. People don't even talk to you in the streets. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you got to meet people on the internet,
right?
Which is weird. So back then, I don't even think you wasn't worried about it like that. You know what I mean? Like now, we all worried about everybody and everything, and you can be in everybody's business and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
you
everything.
feel
You got so much shit to worry about.
Just because how we relate on Instagram, you feel like you right there.
Man, you know him.
Exactly.
You're like, man,
you can't know me like that.
I
don't know you though, and that shit is just
yeah.
It's a good tool. It's a gift and a curse and all that shit.
I think so too. I think it's really how you utilize it, right? And as long as you know that it is for entertainment purposes and you don't get lost in the social part of it,
I feel like it's hard not to for some.
No, it is. For all of us.
Yeah, like I feel like it's hard not to.
I sit on the toilet going through my feed and my legs be numb and shit. You feel me? Like, come on now. So don't take your phone to the bathroom is what we saying.
Yeah, you in there like shit. Slip.
You done click the page, now you somewhere else. It wasn't even where you started from.
And that shit right there, to me, is like, we don't even like, it's no free choice. Because like, even like, anytime you look at something on YouTube or Instagram and shit, whatever you look at, it remembers that. And then like, you know what I'm saying, the data and the algorithms start to feed you all this shit.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? So now us over here, we seeing this, and us over there, they seeing that. It's like, that's just control.
Right.
So now, when you thinking about shit, like, I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll go to YouTube or whatever, like, and there's so many videos for you.
Recommended.
Recommended that you don't never even go on there and actually look at something that you really want to look at. It's always something that piques your fancy.
And it's popping right up, though. It's playing.
Yeah, like, you know
without you, it's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
I swear it is.
It was so much
you could be
drill
thinking of some shit and you're going through Google.
Violence on my YouTube. I had to, you got to erase.
You're like, you got to clear your cookies. That's when you got to go into your settings and clear the cookies, so it's all your search history, everything. So all that is just cut off.
So
you feel me?
Do that now. When you do that,
okay.
I did that. Now think about when you do that. Now when you do that, what do you think of? You think of all the shit they recommended you. So now you're going right back to it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So it's just like it play on us, man. Hell yeah, this shit play on your psyche, man. All this shit, like,
still a little form of it.
I feel like all this Instagram and all this shit just make everybody want to fit in.
Yeah, of course.
And that's crazy.
How much do you guys utilize like social media? How like do you guys stay on social media often? Like, do you post every day? Like, what is your guys' social media presence?
I used to, but I post and then I'm gone about my business.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't post every day is for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm posting this shit, I mean, like, teachers on. If you posting and you get that your hustle and you do it, then do it.
Yeah.
But for me, it's nothing but for entertainment. Like, I won't even post my family or like.
Yeah.
It's nothing but that's for Dubb20.
Yeah,
that's
most
it.
definitely.
You feel me? And all the other shit.
That's an interesting topic that you hit on when you said you don't even post your family.
Nah, I don't.
So how do you guys feel about children having social media?
I'm not fucking with it. You feel me? Like, cause I don't, for what? Like, I see what's on the internet. Like, there ain't no way you can distinguish some kid that, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna expose them to everything that you really don't want them to be exposed.
If it can be monitored, like, if you can monitor it and, like, you get them to their shit, but all that shit is just like, all that shit takes focus on what you need to be doing in real life.
Yeah.
Because if you even watch the kids now, like, you just give them the kids, like, all right, go look at TikTok, or go look at all this shit, or go look at all this shit. They become, like, can play. That's all.
Yeah, that's all they want.
Like,
yeah.
You know like then they start to get like mad and sad when you take it away. You're like, bruh.
Yes.
Oh, look at TikTok. Okay, look at you. You like
personal.
Yeah.
I don't even see kids.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Well, you know, and nowadays kids are committing suicide. You know what I'm saying? Because of online bullying and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of kids learn a lot of things they're not gonna learn in the household.
Most definitely.
You know, especially with the
they learning it. They learning everything that took us all these years
so long to figure out.
Right, quick.
Well, that's like, you know, I joke about this, but I'm so serious. It's like, you know, for us to see porn or a magazine, you gotta go search, or you find them old ass VHS cassette tapes. You either know you listening to somebody walking up the stairs. You know what it sounds like when someone coming in, or you got your cousin or somebody like watching. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can play the cassette tape. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Turn it down. It's too much screaming.
That shit
you get what I'm saying?
That was so taboo when we was little. You should be like. You whispering this shit needs to be serious.
Yes.
Right
and
now,
everyone just
shit.
watching like, oh my God. Like, what?
Right
You know
now,
what I'm saying?
It's
Nowadays, they can just go to one website and they have it right there in front of them. You know what I'm saying?
I think as a society, like, we just way too, like, over sexualized and
most definitely
over demonized. Everybody think they're a demon now. I guess niggas want to go to hell. You feel me?
Well, the thing about it is, it is a sexual demon when you can't discipline yourself. You know what I'm saying? They say that a sexual deviance is the lowest form of vibration that you can have as a being. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but think about it. You know, it's prostitution, it's this, it's that. Everything is over sexualized because that's the easiest thing, right? That's the quickest image to be able to catch. Right. Now, when you find a woman or a man that is conscious, right? Living a conscious life. It take way more of a conversation. A lot of them are sapiosexuals?
But what is conscious though?
Man, what the fuck is it? Okay, so
like,
what else? For me, I think of it more like a spiritual thing, right? Or I mean, it's really how you want to look at it. I feel like your inner voice, your conscience, your guardian angel, your spirit, whatever the fuck you want to say it is. Right. I feel like that's what's guiding us, right? Where we know. It's just up to us whether we want to listen to that or not. I think a lot of the times we just kind of dismiss that voice, right? Because now we're falling victim to our flesh urges, right? It's more so like, I know I should be doing this, but I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Now, whatever label you want to put on as far as your conscience is concerned, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just feel like like.
What do you think?
In society, I just think everything is just over. Like everything is just over sexual. They sell French fries.
No, definitely.
With half naked women.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like for French fries and.
But
shit that's equally gonna kill you.
Who is the masses that they're trying to? You know what I'm saying?
You know, you got a gay dude running through.
Well, yeah, kids and kids and the party people, right? Well, younger, that's gonna push it. They the party, man.
I feel like that's kids too.
But it's like it's confusing.
Yeah,
it's confusing them. You know,
no,
you got a dude running through with pink hair and all this whole shit. Yeah, and it's a man though.
Yeah,
you know, he looking at me like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But constantly pushing it on. Like, you can go to Netflix, you strolling through, smart guy on the beach with his ass out in the thong.
Right.
It's a cartoon, right?
Well, but then too, it's like, and kids, all they see is the cartoons, right? Look at, we had South Park. South Park was some many shit going on in South Park.
I think cartoons always been for adults though.
Yeah.
Like the actual, like the cartoon and the animation maybe. Like,
but once again, what you know, but you know damn well that if a child sees that, they don't know the difference between adult and children.
Nah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
They don't know what the hell is going on. Now look what they doing. They making cartoons with gay couples. They trying to explain pansexual and cissexual.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even
over-sexualized.
It's to everything. You get what I'm saying?
And then you got that. Then you also got the, like I said before, you got them also calling themselves demons, man. We in a demonic time.
But if you look, shit, they look demonic. They don't got no soul in their eyes. There's no life. It's no, like we said. Well, we could say conscience. Once again, what do you believe in that, right? But it's like still, it's like there's no empathy for life. Right? It's like everyone is so desensitized and Even look at now, social media. Someone will die in front of you. Instead of calling 911, you'll press record on your phone.
But when you're allowed to see this on social media,
right?
Then that's how you get
what's the motive,
to the shit. Because that's all they show you.
Yeah,
that's all you see.
You're absolutely right.
I seen something on the internet when I don't know, it might have been on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it was something that was kind of like, it was interesting because he was saying like over in China and places like that, all they show their young people was like smart shit and like teach you this, how to do this, how to do that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
and our algorithm is the trash. Exactly.
And that's crazy.
But it is though, because all we creating is everybody want to dance. Everybody want to shake their ass.
Yep.
Now, you know, the ass look good and all that shit, but everybody want to shake their ass. As soon as you turn on, it's ass.
If you throw a rock right now outside, you liable to hit a rapper, a dancer, like seriously.
It's like three things. Either you rapping, you dancing.
That's crazy.
Right. It's one or the other, right? It's you dancing, you're singing, you're putting on the show.
It's entertainment, like we clowns or something.
Exactly.
And you can't knock them because you do it. You feel me? Like you did the same shit, so you can't really knock them. But it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I got to the age where I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. Like, I remember people used to say that, like, man, no, y'all trying to be something else, and y'all do this and y'all do that. But you look at it now, you just like, damn, damn, like it's 18,000 rappers.
In one section. More out there for them, man.
It's just, that shit crazy. Like, you feel me? It's just, I don't know. I think us as a society, we just got the wrong shit going on. We thinking about it all wrong, but each his own. That's too deep to get into. Like,
I was gonna say, like, I mean, shit, you know me, we keep you already know.
We be talking about that shit.
Look, we had it always be a podcast before the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We be talking about that shit all night.
But you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like also, you know, for the most part, we need to start thinking more. We need to start having these open discussions like this, right?
Definitely.
For ourselves, right? Just because, especially when you're the dominant one always pouring into people, you need to be poured into as well, right? And with these type of conversations, I feel like it kind of brings you back, right? Because you're like, okay, I'm not talking about this ignorant stuff. I'm able to actually have an elaborate conversation, right? And pay attention to other levels of perception. Then you have some people you can't even hold certain conversations with. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody don't get it.
Unfortunately, right? But what I'll say is, right,
as a people.
No, you're absolutely right.
Everybody ain't gonna get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And everybody don't want to get it.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Whether you don't get it or you don't want to get it, it's all
everybody don't
want to get it. You know what I'm saying?
I preach to my niggas. They already know what it is. But I ain't gonna preach to you, but I'm gonna show you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pick up something from it.
Nobody.
A positive move.
I'm talking about as a people. I'm not even talking about just like.
I ain't gonna send you on no dummy.
I'm talking about as a people. Like, everybody ain't gonna fucking get it. Like, everybody ain't on the mission with you. Like, you gotta understand that. Like, that's my everybody. Like, especially now because we've been taught to be so individualized. Like, nigga, I got something else to do. Like,
most definitely,
I the revolution today, bro. I gotta go over and get this money and pay my rent. So now the revolution over today, brother. Like, tomorrow, I can't be so.
We gonna stick a pin in it right here.
Yeah, like, hey, bro, look, I gotta get in this shift, bro.
Most definitely.
You can't knock me for that.
Most definitely.
Like, that shit. No matter if you having a revolution or a war or whatever. Niggas still gotta pay the rent. Or the mortgage. Like, none of that shit stopped.
Most definitely.
So nigga can go out of space when you get back, rent and all that shit waiting on you.
Notice on the door.
That's one thing, right? That's one thing that is for sure gonna stay consistent. You feel me?
You're not playing with that shit, man. So
it's show the fuck down.
All this shit is just like a distraction.
Did y'all take advantage of EDD and be like, I can't pay my rent? You know how people was getting backed up on their rent because they didn't have to pay. I take that. It wasn't EDD. I take that back. That was just during that time frame. The COVID. Remember the COVID when that kicked in? Some people you didn't have to. You feel me?
Yeah, we didn't have to pay none of
you didn't. Well, that was the catch.
No.
You had to pay it all back.
They had that shit going.
Right.
Just the catch. getting all that money. It's like,
you gonna pay it in one lump sum.
I feel like you should use
why they keep doing this like that though?
Because
they act like they helping us.
No, that's how it is.
But then at the end of the day, they pulling it back.
Well, and that's the thing. Remember, they kept giving. Well, we are.
Yeah,
because anything free is like, oh, okay. Remember, everybody hated Trump. Then he started giving it out, and they was like, oh, we.
Somebody controls this shit.
No, most definitely.
You up in it. Like,
well, I mean, even like when we was going on, like Trump, Biden, all them, it's like they're puppet masters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're just the face of whatever, but they don't get to make all the decisions. Exactly.
They get that list and you go down. That's why Trump and nobody know what the fuck to say in front of the camera.
Right.
Well, Trump was just entertaining.
Trump was just a fucking joke. I mean, when Trump got into presidency, it let me know that our political point, like where our political stances is a fucking joke.
Or it lets you understand that a motherfucker that they tired of seeing the regulars. He was just entertaining.
Right, but
just imagine all you.
You're right.
Look at Obama though.
You're right.
Obama was smooth as a motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Is when he come, you know, like, hey man, what's up, man? You know, I listen to Lil Wayne, I listen to that. You feel me? When shit resonate with people, you win shit. Like,
you're absolutely right.
If you win, you know, they say, you know, this shit, none of this shit matter. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you win, like when you can resonate, that's go for anything you do. When it resonate with people and they can be like, oh man, I can relate to that. You win. Trump was up there talking shit, just like everybody in America do.
Then nobody knew he was really had those views though. Till
I don't even know if he really
till started coming out, right?
Just
the fact that he was pumping the Proud Boys and all of them.
Man, but see y'all, but that's business.
It is, but
business,
right? But see that
before that, every nigga was talking about Trump. Hey, I want to do this like Donald Trump. I want to be this like
Donald Trump. Most definitely, because once again, we're chasing money. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's always been taught to us, like I said, over these generations is money. Chase the bag. It don't matter how much disrespect you consume during that process, as long as you get the bag, right?
You've been disrespected by Democrats and Republicans the whole fucking time.
I don't even side with either one. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you pay attention, most black people will say the Democratic Party is our party. No, if you really know, then the Republican Party was actually the black person. The black
party is your party.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's a nigga that come from your hood and your section in the real streets, then that's your party.
Right.
Until then, it's just some people that you just like, oh, I'm gonna pick one.
Like whatever,
whatever one sound the best, I'm gonna pick like none of that shit.
With Democratic for forever, man. It ain't just shit for us.
No, and to be honest
we thought
with
that
you,
was for us.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Exactly, and really, we were the original Republicans. You know what I'm saying?
Bad cop on niggas, man.
Not
even just niggas though, on everybody.
Yeah,
you feel me?
No,
like,
this is how it's always been, and this is how they stay in power, whatever, right? My thing with Trump, the reason why I thought that shit was a joke to me is because all of our presidents had to be in some form of political something, whether they were a mayor and did this and did. He came in with nothing.
But do it actually say that?
What?
That you have to be in some type of, or is that just what is that the rule? Do it say that?
So I'm gonna tell you like this: out of he was what, our 46th.
Yeah, like
45th, 46th. Let me Google it. But my thing is this: all of the rest of our presidencies, they came from a political background. Now, I would have to do my own research.
Back to my point, what I'm saying.
But my thing is,
people might be tired of that political.
But the thing is that's fine. But as a people, you don't make the behind the scenes bars. So what made Trump be able to skip 45 other presidents and what their requirement was for him to have absolutely no requirement at all? No understanding of, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Popularity. That's it. He ain't got like, he might, I mean, I'm sure he got money, but like, popularity, man, like we live in an age where like something popular can like.
Which is understandable, but once again, how does that override? You know what I'm saying? How does that override?
And he funded everything else.
Right, but he's been funding things for years.
I'm saying he funded all.
But I'm saying we're talking about an actual governmental position.
Listen though.
A government position.
Or for the conspiracy theorists, or was it just all designed to be like
The fucking Simpsons. Just watch The
feel me?
Simpsons.
Like, was it all just
The
designed
Simpsons got all the fucking conspiracies in there.
To the old
And we was watching The Simpsons for hella years. You know what I'm saying?
Look back to
Everything they say,
no, but just think back when you was young and shit. Look back to the old shit, like when you looking at wrestling, just looking at shit on TV. Every time they dealt with Trump, they said something about being the president. Down to Snoop Dogg. Just go back and look if you can look at that shit. Like I know some shit off the internet now.
I'd have to go look.
Just go back and look at every time he was.
Trump was always a joke for me, even with the "you're fired."
About if you were to become the president.
I mean, it was an entertaining show, right? But I'd be like, bro, shut the comb the toupee down.
Ronald Reagan was also an actor.
No. Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
So I don't know what political background he came from.
I don't know.
He was definitely an actor before all that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Ronald Reagan
so,
was an
like,
actor.
all this shit is just something they tell you.
That's
Like,
most
like,
definitely.
Schwarzenegger was an actor.
He was an actor as well, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah. But like I said, I don't know what is behind the scenes, right? Like we seeing that, but we don't know what degrees they got, or we don't know what they've accomplished, or they don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't fucking know. I personally feel like fuck it all. Go with what you know. Try to be good to people. Do what you can. Everybody got a death date. Be good and take care of your people while you can, and that's just what it is. You'll figure it out when your number's up.
Man, shit. If you don't figure it out before your number up, you wouldn't.
I'm talking about as far as like what's on the other side, right? What's to come. I feel like we are raised our whole lives trying to plan for what's on the other side, so we miss the mark sometimes, right?
Yeah, I can see
You think
that.
so?
Yeah, like,
trying to play catch up, trying to figure out what's right. I know me. I got into church because my granny threatened me. You going to hell?
Right.
Everything was going to hell. You ate your boogers. You going to hell. You know what I'm saying? God don't like that. I used to eat my boogers. I don't know about y'all. I'ma keep it a buck. Y'all never ate boogers? Did y'all ever eat your boogers growing up? Don't fucking lie. Cut it out.
If I even dig in my nose and get on my lip, I'm hot. Like I'm like, ugh.
I ain't never gonna lie. I picked the booger a couple times. Like, oh, what's that? You feel me? Never.
Never even thought.
Well, I did. I ain't gonna lie.
Cause you know what?
You ever smelt your fart before?
I don't even. Yeah,
Look,
of course.
don't lie. I say if you say no to this one, y'all niggas is lying.
Anybody gonna, if you can't straight like you, like, come on, man.
Depends if it's loud or not.
I ain't never ate a booger.
Nah.
Ever.
Well, I did. No,
You look like a little booger.
I look like a booger eater.
Like she eat boogers back in the day. Like, hey, we got a little booger eating now.
I'm just saying, I can't lie, right? You know, it's a lot.
I mean, I ain't gonna act like one of them motherfuckers ain't never fell on your lip.
Right, it's
that shit salty. Like, damn. Like,
You ate a booger, you just don't want to say it. See what I'm saying? You try to throw it off a little bit. DDre, look, Dubb, just let you know. Look, he said it fell on his lip.
No boogers now.
Fell on his lip and it just happened to taste salty.
Man.
They are salty, and I know because I used to eat them.
Man, listen, bro. Your nose is on top of your mouth. So it's liable. You feel me? It's liable that
DJ, the results are in. What you think? Dubb ate a booger?
Nah. I ain't gonna give him that.
Like, nah, that nigga didn't eat boogers the whole thing.
Right? You know, as kids, you used to do dumbass shit. You feel me? Like, yeah.
Hot sauce, I used to suck my fingers and shit. They was like, stop sucking your fingers, stop sucking your fingers.
Because you touching everything, huh?
So they put hot sauce on my fingers.
Did it work though?
No, I love hot sauce.
Did you? Oh, because of it. Or I would say you just pick a couple other fingers to suck
did
on.
I stopped
like
sucking
that,
my
and I
fingers
can't
and shit.
eat hot
I
shit because
started
of it.
loving hot sauce.
Wait, say it again.
They did me like that. My mom did me like that. Tried to put everything, hide everything on me to stop me from doing the shit. And now I don't eat no hot food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nah, I don't want shit hot. No,
Because of that.
I'm no spice.
See, it's like either or, huh?
I'm no
Yeah.
spice. I'm no spice on shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I don't even want no pepper, nigga.
What was y'all got siblings? What was y'all childhood like?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
I got hella siblings.
Childhood was good, you know. With my brothers, I got brothers and shit. We was all in Pittsburgh. Like, you know what I mean? Them niggas was bad and shit. They used to pick on me and shit.
Oh, so you wasn't the bad
So I was
brother?
the baby. You know what I mean? So
okay,
it made
yeah.
me tough.
Yeah.
Yup, and then, you know, I moved to Long Beach when I was like 10. My mama moved out there, so, you know, I had to follow moms and shit, so she got reestablished out there, so.
Nah, you gonna be on your own.
When they was like 15, they used to come out there.
Yeah.
15, 16, driving old school.
Oh, yeah.
You You know, so they set up shop on the east side. They have friends out there and girlfriends. So, you know,
that's what's up.
It was good with them.
So you was always the little brother that had to tag along. You know how they be like, you can't go unless you take.
Yeah, they used to do some.
Until you take
DDre. They used to do some doggish ass shit. Like, I'm like, where y'all going? They get fitted, they dressed and shit. They finna go to a little party. Can I go? Yeah, if you can keep up. So they start running down the street on me and shit.
Right.
I can't.
You like, come on, man.
Crying and shit. Go back home, mama slap me up. Not slap me up, but she, shut up.
Stop crying. Right.
Shit, you can't go with them. I'm like, all right.
That is hella funny.
I ran away when
fuck with it.
I
That's
was
telling you,
kid.
you get bigger, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
Right now, though, got girls that gonna see this.
You it, right.
At young ages.
I didn't want to listen, so I ran away when I was young. I didn't want to listen to my mom.
So at what age did you start doing that?
I was like 13.
That was my son started doing that. And when the first time he ran away, don't do that to your fucking parents. Don't do that to your mama. Okay.
That's a lot of strain on me.
What?
Yeah.
I wasn't eating days. You don't hear. You think in the. I used to
They
think
don't
he
wanna
was
think
in the
that,
ditch,
but-
ass up somewhere. You feel me?
Yeah,
You think the worst because it's
I'm not
just
saying it like it was cool.
no.
It definitely was hard.
Right.
Like it ain't, I'm not saying like it was cool and like it was.
No, not at all.
I'm
But it's
saying
like that's your experience.
I didn't want to listen,
Yeah.
and so it was either get your ass whooped, nigga, or
Was
run
it more?
away.
I was gonna say, yeah. So like
You know
for
what I
you,
mean?
what
Like-
was the more not wanting to listen? Like chores or?
No, I just thought I you know, at that time I thought I knew it all. You know, I was one of them kids who thought he knew something, who just thought I thought I didn't have to listen to something.
Media and everything right now, do you guys feel like being an entertainer is like putting a target on your back more, or how do you guys
I
feel
feel
about
like
that?
anybody can got a target on their back that's using social media.
Most definitely.
Like because you're like, you know what I'm saying, people can see
Putting
where you
yourself
at.
out there.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the reason why it's so dangerous to be a rapper and like entertainer is because there's so many people being
Most
entertainers
definitely.
and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
So,
So
it's different now than when we started, when we was doing this shit. Now, like the ones that was, you know, they rap now.
Yeah.
I used to do your beats.
Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't sharing your shit, nigga. Listen to me.
Yeah.
It's that one now.
Yeah.
You know, or, you know, they didn't ate your style up, and then they don't even give you no homage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Act like you
I
have been listening to me for 10 years.
this shit, everything dangerous. It's dangerous in the world.
It's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Every time you get on the point, we just too trusting.
Most
You
definitely.
trust people to fly you in airplanes. You trust people to make your food. You trust, like, we just trust shit. And then when you figure out you shouldn't have trusted it, it's too late.
Hey,
Yeah.
You trust the food they feeding you. You trust this. You trust the water coming out your faucet. You trust, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just trust shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
there's just too much trust going on.
Yeah.
Trust a motherfucker.
And I think, yeah, it's like I think we are very open with the trust, right? And when humans do what they do, we act so devastated and disappointed, right?
Like you've never seen it before.
You get what
This
I'm
shit
saying?
ain't been happening for
Like you wouldn't think
5 years.
you wouldn't think to, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really think 10 steps ahead of people at this point in time. You know what I'm saying?
got to.
And
You
it-
gotta be-
How do you
I'll
do
slick
that?
the slicker.
I think
How do you do that when like
it's hard.
when it's 500 million people and they all doing the same shit?
I think you
How
can
do do
only
that?
focus on what is in front of you. So it's like, you know, just I feel like get right with yourself, whoever your creator is, right? And you walk in your know every day. That's all you can do.
That's all you can.
We can you see innocent bystanders that ain't in nothing square coming home from work get killed or something like that, you know.
Ran over.
It's I don't think there's a rhyme or a reason. I think it just really is at the end of the day being a good person. Shit, even when you look at these religions, right? It all boils, all their rules and regulations, right, for these religions are pretty much the same thing, right? Love thy neighbor. You know, show love, you know, be grace, like not be great. These are my words, right? But it's like, you know, present yourself well, be humble. You know, it's all pretty much the same thing in each religion. Now, what you choose to call your creator or your person is up to you, right? That's really up for debate. We really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I respect what you respect, but I know at the end of the day, the common denominator I feel like for all of those religions is to love yourself and love others and do right by people, right? And I feel like I don't give a fuck what religion you choose. As long as you try to live your life that way, you'll be all right.
I'm not gonna lie. if you choose to be a devil worshiper, I ain't fucking with you.
Well, yeah.
But
Still, to each his own.
Yeah, to each his own.
Hey, go slit your wrist and let yourself bleed out and shit if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, too, I also know, like, even with those type of people, you can learn from them, too.
What?
When you learn, when you pay attention, like, talk to some people, right? I don't want your energy on me like that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'll start conversations up from nowhere.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you understand. It's not an understanding, right? It's not like you're like, oh, now I know why you do that. Oh, okay, that's cool. No. But it's more, you're probably bumping shoulders with somebody you would never fuck with, right? Yeah. To where you can actually have that conversation to even ask and understand.
But is that the problem, though? Do we want to know so much about other people that is just really fucking you up?
I think it depends, but I think. In order for you,
do I really need to know what my neighbor is doing?
No, but it's like I also think it's where you're at mentally.
Yeah. I'm just presenting shit out there.
But it's like it is. Sometimes I do. I want to know why the fuck it sound like there's a little fucking kid that cries from your basement every goddamn second Thursday of the month. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you got going on over here? You know what I'm saying?
But then you go over there and you ask him, and then it's just like, well, because I have this over here, and then you figure out now you look like the motherfucker.
Right, but that's okay. And you know what? Because I'm such a real motherfucker, I'm gonna tell him, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I used to hear voices, or I used to hear shit from over here. I used to think he had some shit going on. You understand what I'm saying? So once again, I feel like it's how comfortable you are.
Right.
Me, I started when I was younger, I won't lie. I used to pussyfoot around certain topics, conversations, because I didn't want people to feel no type of way or be upset with me or whatever that may be, right? Now that I got older, I don't give a fuck. Now I make sure I make sure I'm respectful, right? I'm not gonna be disrespectful in my delivery or in my questions. I'm gonna be very respectful, but I'm not coming from a place of, is this gonna hurt their feelings? And I'll tell you very respectfully, I don't mean no disrespect, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You eat ass sometimes? No, just like,
nah. On the weekends.
Well, I tried it that one time. I didn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I also feel like that those type of conversations and those type of things come with a level of maturity.
It does.
Right? Being comfortable with yourself and things like
that. I've been offended.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, I ain't no ass this week.
You get what I'm saying? I tried it once. I didn't like it. I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Now I might. Got close to the gooch once.
Yeah.
Once you get into psychology, you just understand that nothing's wrong. You just understand that everything is perception.
It really is.
Everybody else's perception. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no right answers.
Because really, at the end of the day, who am I to tell you what's right or what's wrong?
I can't tell you how you see something.
You understand what I'm saying?
How you supposed to feel about something.
Right.
Like, there's no way that I can tell you that.
Like, I can't be like, oh man, tighten up or beat up.
You know what fucked me up? As I started to mature, and you know, these are touchy topics, right? Is as a young mom, you know, out of respect, I used to always tell my son, oh, you speak to your uncle, you speak to your aunt, you speak to them when we come in the house, you give them hugs, you do all this. Well, it wasn't until I tapped into my childhood or my trauma and all that, where it's like, okay, wait, just think, for young women, we make our daughters or our nieces or whoever give grandpa a hug and a kiss and a whatever. Right. And little do we know that they touching on, you know what I'm saying, whoever, or we're not, you know, it's more so like that's your blood. You got to be respectful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we always tell our kids kind of like they don't have a choice, right? Like this your grandpa, this your uncle, you gonna show them some love. You know what I'm saying? But little do y'all know y'all been carrying the family secret for how many generations that they've been.
My family never did that. I don't think my family never like. My mom was like,
but you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is I know, you know, and that's great, right? That's a blessing that you didn't have that in your family.
Right.
But when you're able to be an adult and be mature and actually look back, right, and it doesn't fuck you up, you really understand that a lot of shit is taught and swept under the rug and kept in a family that fucks a family up for generations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, so those families that don't have that, hats off. I wish I was in your family. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, unfortunately, kind of isn't brought into that, right? That's just like, if you notice, once again, we was talking about the LBGT community, right?
Right. Was we?
I have we was talking about, you know, how they teaching in their schools. You know, we touched on it a little bit.
In a cartoon.
But like for me, and this is just my understanding, like what I feel and what my understanding and me having my decisions. So there was a podcast where I was talking about the promo days, right? Yeah. Remember we used to promo downtown Caribbean City and all that? Yeah. Like right in. You feel me? But you know, you guys know I used to be out all the time on street team shit.
Street team shit.
I used to always be downtown. Y'all know downtown is the gay hostro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to kick it with them.
You know what's hella funny?
Yeah.
One time, I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah.
One day I seen some nigga out there just talking, bro. When the next thing I looked, man, it was 2 niggas dressed like women whooping this nigga ass.
Oh no. Hey.
He lit him.
Oh yeah. Oh, and my,
You like I ain't jumping in?
Yeah,
Hey, them gay niggas that beat your ass.
You let him.
Yes.
No, he let him. I'm saying
No,
he
oh,
let
you
him.
let.
what it is,
He let
why
him.
are they whooping this nigga's ass like this? But yeah,
He's super gay. I can't help
No.
it. What's up now?
Yeah. No, that's that I've been fighting all my life.
Right.
Like they the real definition.
Yeah,
but I loved it because once again, if I wouldn't have put myself in that type of environment or around them, I would have never really understood that they go through the same trials as us as well, trying to be accepted or battling.
Right.
But I brought that up to say most of the people that I ran into down there had some sort of child sexual encounter that was a violation, right? So it's like, okay, are you really born gay, or are you over sexualized and taught things or things happen, and then that you get what I'm saying?
And
so it's like I don't know, like, but I wouldn't have never been able to ask them type of questions if I wasn't welcomed in, or if I wasn't welcoming and respectful as well, right? So it's like, you know, once again, you might not approve of everybody's lifestyles, not even just that, but just different things, right?
Shit ain't got nothing to
But
do
it's all
with
about
you.
respect as
That's
well.
the thing,
You know what I'm
though.
saying? We can agree to disagree for sure. You get what I'm
But
saying?
see, that's the thing when I say over sexualized. Like,
Right.
why do you like? I don't need to know if you gay or not.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even need to be talking about
And
sex.
I feel like, to
why
be
are we
honest
talking
with
about
you,
sexual shit?
now this is my thing. I feel like a lot of people throw the homophobic word around, right? Like as soon as you say something negative that don't fall in lines, oh, you homophobic, oh, you don't like. No, that's not what it is. But even me as a straight person, I'm not pushing my sexual preference in your face. I ain't sucking my nigga dick in front of you. I ain't tonguing him down in front of you, in front of your children. So all I'm asking in respect and in return is don't do that to my children and to us.
We know you gay. We looking at your Twitch, how you walking and shit.
I don't even
Be
give a
respectful
shit.
around
I don't
us.
care, and it's totally fine. Exactly. That is never, especially look how close to the city we were. We've been seeing that shit all of our lives and all of that stuff, right? I don't think that's when it was a problem. I think it's
that shit
the
on Soul Train didn't know.
you feel me, the robot? I'm like, oh, he doing a little spicy robot. Go on now.
He's wearing that silk.
What is that nigga doing on there? Like, man, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You like, oh.
I feel like we've always been around it, and it's like it's never been like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Of course you have your percentage of people who are just fucked up people. I feel like that's with anything, right? So it's like, of course they're gonna go hard and be just hella disrespectful and all that stuff. But I think overall, nobody really fucking cared like that. Now it's just being shoved down our throat. You got bathrooms dedicated to it. Now you have men that transgenders that can actually compete.
I didn't know which one to go in. That's what I'm saying. You're confusing me.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
It's just too.
Yeah, then you're allowing to.
Sexual shit.
You understand what I'm saying?
Too much you gotta deal with sexual shit.
It's a
Then
lie.
when you want to say, I don't want to deal with that right now.
It's a lie.
Oh, you homophobic. Right. You got to come all out your body. No, I just don't want to deal with that shit.
Man, look. Nah, I can't. We recording? I was about to say something. I can't even say.
You can really. It's hella ish, but I'm just saying.
I can say it though, but I don't want to.
Don't say it then, all right? Because I ain't cutting nothing. No,
I don't want to offend nobody. Though.
No, yeah, we don't want to offend nobody, but at the same time too, I think for me this is my frustration. We're trying to make such a way for that community that I think we're overstepping the boundaries of regular people. You know what I'm saying? Because you want me to respect your choice, but you're not respecting my choice of not wanting to see this shit with my kids or something.
The thing is,
you know what I'm saying?
why is it even a fucking battle? We shouldn't even be talking about sex. That should be in your house.
Once again, that's not for you to teach my child.
Hell yeah.
That's for me to teach my child.
Every TV show, every cartoon, every commercial, everything got sex in it.
Most definitely.
That's all. That's a major topic in your fucking life.
Most
it's
definitely.
Just sex. Like, sex is supposed to be private. Like, you feel me? That's how we grew up.
Always.
Like, sex was private.
Yes.
It was taboo for you to be seeing some shit like, ooh, shit.
Don't
like,
be seen in your unders. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Cover yourself up.
Everybody want to show they sexual. Everybody want to be OnlyFans.
Yep.
And, like, everybody want to, you know what I'm saying?
Because,
like,
once again, we chasing the money.
We chasing lust. We chasing all the shit that all the books tell you don't. You feel me? Like, we in the dunya, we in the worldly shit. Like, that's just what it is. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, either you gonna choose to be in religion or choose to do what you do, you know what I'm saying, until it's over, or you nigga, you gonna be in the dunya. You ain't gonna be doing it.
That's the thing. I just feel like it's just best to stay grounded to your family. Talk to your kids. I feel like with us growing up, I mean, well, with me growing up, it was more so don't ask, don't tell type of a thing, right? There were a lot of topics that...
I kind of feel like that shit kind of like raised you right, though.
Yeah.
There's some shit you don't need to be exposed to.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You know
I 100% agree.
We got the kids seeing just too much shit.
Yeah.
Like, we live in an age where the kids can tell you wrong. Like, I couldn't tell my mom she was wrong because I didn't fucking know.
But,
like,
okay, so...
Now a kid can be like, nah, you wrong, mom.
But check this out.
You don't know everything. You like, nigga,
but check
nigga,
this
mom.
out. But check this out. Sometimes we do be wrong.
True.
You understand what I'm saying?
True, but
so are we to tell our kids don't question us as well?
But when you raising kids, is that something that you should be telling them?
I do.
You think that you should be telling them?
I'm very transparent.
Okay. Well, that's good.
And I tell them, I was Shantae before I was your mother.
Period.
So I'm still trying to figure shit out. I just had you along the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because even once I raised you, I'm still Shantae.
Right.
I'm mom to you when you come around now, right? If you're not under my household. So I've always been very transparent, but then also I was a young mother. I had my first child a month after 18.
Right.
Before that, I was on my own at 15 years old. Yeah. Had my own spot, going to school and doing all of that. So my understanding was a little different.
Yeah.
When everybody was fucking at school and trying to stay at the after parties, I was clocking into work.
Right.
Like for real.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? But really had the mentality of I need this bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't, I need this so I can stun on you guys so I can go take pictures at the mall. And it was really, but I felt like that came, my mother was always very honest and open with me. You know what I'm saying?
We like to show and tell too much as kids. That's what it looked like.
No, there really is. But I also feel like this. I feel like for us, sometimes we'll be like, oh, they understand or they know. No, sometimes we forget that there's only a specific type of a level of understanding a child can have anyway. I don't care how much you educate them. They're still a child.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That comprehension can only go so far
but
still.
That's the thing, though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
So I feel like it depends.
When you start giving that to them,
yeah.
Though, then, you know, and like, because like you're still a child, like what do that mean? When you start giving them that you know what I'm saying, that equality.
I feel like,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's levels to it. It wouldn't be something
definitely levels. We know it's levels to
right,
it.
but like for me, it's not, I didn't just all of a sudden just come hella hard, like just hella deep where my kids was like, what the hell, Malcolm X ass bitch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck is she talking about? But it was more like, you know, I'm planting seeds here and there, right? I always looked at it too, maybe because my mental was different. I was on my own and I was a woman and I saw certain things that weren't right. You don't understand it till you older.
I feel like women kind of like get it faster than
we do, but then also you got to understand where, and this always comes back to we're raised different than men. Right? Men, true. When you guys can tell me because I never was raised as a man, right? I'm a woman. But I know us as women, we're raised to be chosen. We're raised to be wives. We're raised to do good and the right but you understand what I'm saying? That, yeah. So it's like we're taught. So
you're supposed to be respectful.
You know, we're taught. Oh, you do this, you cook, you clean, and your man chooses you. You want to be, you know, we can be cheated on. We can be treated like shit, disrespected because of the what we've been born and bred to believe that we have to be this breadwinner at the end of the, like, you know, the pick me. We're willing to go through the ends of whatever, right?
I feel like that's the right way to raise women, because at the end of the day, you do have to be chosen. Because, like, well, as far as I said, I don't want to offend like all the independent.
You did, but go ahead. But I mean, shit, we talking hella ish, and this is what I'm saying.
Because they say it's more women in the world than men.
Most definitely.
So that gives men a choice.
Yes.
So you have to be chosen. Like, you have to do something right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But.
Oh, here come the butt. Where the butt at? Is it a BBL butt? What kind of butt is it?
So, I understand. But Also, we're getting this taught to us from our grannies and shit, where our granddaddies had whole other families on the other side of town.
Well, you gotta understand.
They was getting beat on and all that shit, so it was more like a no.
Like,
Daddy don't do that. Daddy got to pay the bills and times I feel like
me. I feel like the older women back then, like barring all the weird shit, but like far as just like how they had to treat their men. They understood that.
Of course.
Like he got a lot to choose.
But guess what?
So I gotta be on my
But it wasn't even that. The man was a real provider.
Yeah.
And a real protector.
Yeah, you could be that.
So fuck all that. I'm gonna let you treat me any type of way because I need to be chosen at the end of the day type shit.
Nobody no type of way if you ain't doing what you
No, but listen, that's pretty much what I'm not saying what you're saying, but a lot of men say that, right? Even with the no, you really act right because you need to be chosen. No, I want to be chosen by the right man.
Nah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nah.
I'm not gonna have a man. Look,
you gotta act right.
Exactly.
Period.
But so does a man.
The right man ain't gonna come.
But so does a man.
Every day, I just be like, nah.
I'm about to play with y'all.
I got shit to do. I can't do it.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever had a hood rat choose up on you?
All the time.
Understand?
We from the hood.
Okay. So it's the same. It's the same concept with you telling a woman that she needs to be chosen, but you want me to settle for this old bum ass nigga? I gotta listen to this nigga who can't even fucking lead his 2-year-old son, his 30-year-old mama. You feel me? And look, we talking about y'all getting these. These are the numbers that.
Yeah, that's where.
But this is where you have to be direct in your message because you have. Listen, you have young girls that listen to this, right?
Right.
So they feel like, especially when it's coming from a man, right? And depending on how deep the message is do they have a father in their life? Probably not. So they really listening to what a man got to say,
well, see,
right?
That's the thing, though. That's what you let, like, with you listening to somebody you never met and having to get this from there, then it's a problem already at home. You should be listening to your parents. That's who you should be listening
but
to.
we all ain't giving the right dice. I mean, you might be a foster child. Yeah. You might not. Your parents might have died. Man, there's so many different situations, though. So
you gotta look at something on the internet.
I'm not talking about just the internet.
Then what you talking about?
I'm talking about in life.
Like looking at what?
Shit, it could be somebody in here right now that was getting their hair done and hear you and be like, oh, so maybe I need to stop arguing with my man and expecting so much because I need to be chose. No, bitch, that ain't what the fuck he just said. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't on social media, is it?
It's comprehension then.
Well, some motherfuckers don't comprehend. Your granny or your elders ever been like common sense ain't so common?
Sensitive.
Boom.
They done told that about me, and I've been like, man, what you talking about?
I got all the sense.
What you talking about?
But you understand what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be very, very specific in your conversation. You get what I'm saying? Because you do have some people that they're looking for guidance. And so all they need to hear is, okay, that sound about right. But you might be hearing the wrong fucking thing.
Is it my job or my mission to like? And I'm not saying me personally. I'm just saying as an individual.
It's nobody's.
Is it my job or my mission to care what you get?
So no. But so don't be one of them niggas that complain either. Then.
Right? Yeah. Like no, I don't complain.
I'm not talking about you personally.
Me personally, I don't complain about shit because I feel like I don't really have the power to change shit for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know,
you can get somebody some money or do something for somebody that change it for that little time.
Indeed.
Or you can get somebody some game and they might get themselves together, but at the end of the day, I don't got the power to save nobody's life.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's not even my job.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think. Like besides my kids. Or like, you know what I'm saying? My siblings, like
let me check your memo.
Yeah, other than that, like I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing because I don't know if I gotta still try to save my life.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the thing with people. People gotta still save themselves when they try to save the world. Like I say this, I know people be like, why you always say that? Like, the government should be taking care of people. That's just it. Like, you feel me? Because you know why? Because you pay all these taxes, you pay all this shit to all these other motherfuckers, and then you still gotta rely on people who just fucking like you that ain't got shit to help you out of situations like that. Like, where that makes sense at? I pay all these if a motherfucker come to your house and eat your food and do all that shit, did, you gonna expect them to pay something, right? Like if they keep doing that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if you
cash a check, you paying to
or if a motherfucker
get
come
some
work
gas,
for you,
every dollar you don't
if a
get your
motherfucker
check.
come work for you, work on your house all day, do all this
You
shit,
don't
or
even
you
get
feel
your
me,
check,
like,
man. You get
or a
a
motherfucker
percentage
give you a
of that
piece of
shit.
something, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel obligated to take care of them, right?
Yeah.
So
No, I don't.
You don't?
Not all the time.
So if somebody is, so if I'm, well, I guess it is certain situations. See, you're so technical.
Yeah. Just say it.
No, nigga, not all the time. Right here. But now, in most situations, like, say, nah, you do though. I don't even care if you say that. You lying. Like, so if somebody help you, generally helping you out the kindness of their heart, and they're not asking you for shit, you feel obligated to take care of them, right? In some form, or some fashion.
In some form.
You want to compensate.
No, I appreciate you.
So you just appreciate me.
I do.
Okay,
So because you did me a favor, now I have to turn around and reciprocate that. So the question is, did you really do that out of pure unconditional love, or did you have a twang to it?
I'm not saying that you have to.
Right.
I'm saying when somebody does good things for you, you don't feel obligated to do it.
When I was younger, I did. But then once I started to mature, I understand that no.
Like, nah, this just for me.
It's not about that. It's more so when you do favors for people, you understand when a favor is done for you, you don't count it.
But is it
so I don't feel, if you were to look out for me, so that's like right now in the parking lot, we go outside and I have a flat tire. You helped me change my tire. So now I'm supposed to be in debt to you for the rest of my life.
Motherfucking right.
I ain't saying you're supposed to be in debt.
Right.
Nah, I'm saying
but I mean that's my verbiage. But
you
you
feel obligated to be a nice person when somebody do nice things?
No, because I'm gonna be
say hello back?
Yeah, all the time. I speak first sometimes. But I'm not expecting it.
No, I didn't say expected. I said, do you?
Or do I feel obligated?
When people
obligated, expected, tomato. No.
You don't feel like, so when people be like, you don't feel like.
No, sometimes I'll be honest with you. You know the type of person I am. I reject it.
Okay.
It's very hard for me to take it. You understand what I'm saying? And it's no disrespect. It's just very hard for me as a person. That's just like even with your statement, I respect you because it's your perception. But when you're saying about the government, shouldn't rely on nobody to take care of you because you really should be getting it up and get it on your own is how I see it.
How do you get up and get it on your own in something that's controlled? You're being controlled.
Right,
you have
but
to go work for somebody and pay taxes.
So how many times did you not pay taxes? How many years did you collect money and didn't pay taxes on it?
Don't be asking nobody questions.
Hey, I mean shit, we talking about hella ish. But don't act like it can't be done. In my younger years, I wasn't paying no motherfucking taxes.
So no motherfucking taxes?
When I was younger.
Yeah.
We talking about in the past, before we became adults, before we got businesses, before we understood what the business side of things look like.
Okay,
right?
so that means you wasn't really in this shit.
Who?
So when you really get in this shit.
But in what though?
When you really get, no, I'm talking about in society. In corporations and business and shit, you gonna have to pay. You gotta pay.
Right, but everybody's not a business owner. So once again, you're having a discussion with some people that will never be able to match that conversation.
You're gonna pay taxes on your food. You're gonna pay.
Right, but that's not. We're talking. We just was talking about business corporation. There's a lot of people that will never be able to have that conversation with you. Right,
like you have to pay a tax.
You're absolutely right.
To a power that you have no fucking
You're absolutely right.
No control.
But once again, I'm still not expecting a government to take care of me and my family.
I know about the government not gonna take care of you.
Right.
So what I'm saying is,
we put so much money into it.
They should be taking care of you.
That we should. No, we should.
Like,
but we're not going to.
I'm not saying rely on the fucking government. How you rely on the government that been shit on you?
Of course.
Like people believe the government too much.
Right.
Like you believe too much. You trust too much.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that should be taking care of you. It shouldn't be falling on your fucking neighbor.
No, definitely.
You feel me? Like it shouldn't be falling on the nigga who in the shit with you.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, like all right, because I made it a little bit further.
Right.
Now it fall on me to take care of motherfucker.
Exactly.
When it should be taken in. When it should be taken to a motherfucker taxing every single one of us.
Exactly.
And we paying for all this shit that they got.
Exactly.
And
everything.
They not taking care of you.
And then see,
so it fucks you up.
Well,
like,
then
that's
see,
fucked up.
I think also that falls into what we were saying too, right? With where you're at in your life, right? And your level of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people, when you're around other people with business or other people that have hustling mentalities, they not looking for the handout.
Right.
They more so, they're the ones handing it out, right? Or giving back, you understand?
The
Boom.
position.
You understand?
Everybody
does, and that's why I said, even some of these conversations, there's some people that won't comprehend
They
it.
understand that's how you play the game. That's how the game is being played.
Understand?
That's what you see. That's what the motherfucker that was in a higher position showed you. So
Right.
you like, okay, that's how you play the game. Yeah, I gotta do this.
Right.
Because this would have I seen this happen.
Most
so that's
definitely.
how you play the game, you know what I'm saying? And I think just people just especially when you grow up with nothing, when you get something, then you kind of feel like you're like okay, yeah, like I know I gotta help people because I done been through this shit and I know how hard it is.
Don't get me wrong, I've done that before.
The government should be taking care of all of us.
No, I
they
agree
want us to
with
go
you.
to war for them. They want us to die for them. They're like, nigga, you should be
giving us you should be giving us that reason,
like
right?
that shit they were saying they was gonna give us at the end of the, that little kickback. They should have really gave that to us.
Exactly.
Right. Not give it to us and
everything
then
they
tax us to
tax
it.
down the line.
The game was hella shit, right?
Income
All the
tax is
COVID
short.
shit.
Look.
And then they didn't. Inflation came.
Hey,
all this shit came. And
and when everyone started to do their taxes, didn't know that stimulus money is coming out your refund.
That's some fucked up shit.
That's a slap in the face.
Man, that's some hustling shit.
That's a slap.
That's like,
you feel me?
We gonna help y'all out, get y'all through some bad times.
Fuck is y'all
Oh, your own money. We're gonna give your own money early.
They're gonna give you your own money.
Like, oh, you little motherfuckers, you. You hear me?
That's what I mean when I say the government should be taking.
I totally understand.
And I know ain't nobody gonna fucking take care of you because, nigga, like you said, you can't expect that. You gotta get up and get it on your own. Like, ain't nobody taking care of you.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if this shit was fair or if this shit was right, then the government would be taken care of.
Most definitely.